breaking news. Oh my God. We just came in. Chelsea sacked Potter, by the way, lads. Off topic. Oh my God.
Wow. So Potter gone today and Brendan Rodgers gone yesterday. Wow.
I hope he got some Red Bull because that gives him wings.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Oh my God. Well, that was coming. That was coming.
That was coming.
Yeah, but also Todd Bowley. I mean, I don't give a care. I don't care about the Blues at the end of the day. He sacked Thomas Tuchel, which was a good manager to bring in like a Harry Potter. What is Harry Potter supposed to do? Well, one thing that we've seen with Chelsea, it ain't matter how much money you spend. It ain't matter if you don't have that team cohesion, that mana, that unitedness. And by the way, there's something that we lack today. Yeah, it's down to the manager to make this player gel. And this is what Conte was also sacked for because he called it out. You couldn't get those group player playing for him, playing for the badge.
Mm-hmm.
Laziness. You're getting paid. You're going to get paid week in, week out. You're talking about £100,000 per week just by showing up in training. Scott McTominay, we talked about him before. He must be some combination of Keno, some bloody Mbappe, whatever. But when it comes down to display that on the pitch, where is it? We've seen that in Scotland. We don't see what you're doing on the training pitch, but for me,
guys, Mick, you making me remember. I have to say this line that I just came up with in the stream in my channel just before coming here. I said, Scott McTominay, I feel like I have to talk to you and say you are more Scottish than red.
Yeah.
we're not xenophobic here.
But Papi, you think playing for Scotland, Scott McTominay playing for Scotland, like that's his level. He's playing with the level of players at his level, same as how Maguire plays for England, and he prefers playing for England because he's picked no matter what. Won't be dropped no matter what. And I know if you saw the goal he scored last week, I think that was an atypical Harry Maguire mess up. So some of these players clearly prefer playing for their country than playing for themselves. But I think that's a very pertinent point that you
make. Yeah, I've been saying that. I'm singing from the same Spotify playlist as you, Jay. I've been saying that certain players, they play for country rather than the club. And certain players get picked by a certain manager that is a prat, and they never play in the league, but they play well for England.
Are you meaning Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
having that Papi, yeah.
It's going south, to the gate. Whenever you board, you're going south, and you take the plane, and it goes board, gate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But jokes aside, Harry Maguire always rocks up for Southgate. He plays for Southgate. We have Calvin Phillips, a lot of these B-Tech players, right? At the end of the day, it's the level of football, right? It's the playing style that suits that manager, right? That's what I'm trying to say. And it's horrible to see a manager sacked. It's horrible to see that the owner of that specific club will rather sack a manager and blame on the manager than take the blame on himself, because at the end of the day, you, Todd Bowley, were the one that went on a spending spree. You spent 350 million on players, left, right, center. You hijacked Mudryk, Mick, that.
I hear you. But here's the thing. I have to disagree with you and say that right now, Todd Bowley, he knows he looks foolish, but something had to change, and the ship is tanking. And these three things you can change when a ship is tanking in a club. It's either the players, the owner, or the manager. And the cheapest thing to change this time around was even though Potter goes home with a really hefty package, he's gonna go home really nicely and be good in his whatever in unemployment weeks that he's having. But Todd Bowley shot himself in the foot by getting rid of Tuchel. But go ahead and finish what you're going to say. I just interjected you because I had to say that, bro.
Let me do the Houdini and throw it back at you to say,
Please.
would he sack Potter if Nagelsmann wouldn't have been sacked for Manchester for Bayern Munich? Now that Nagelsmann is available, that's probably why.
That's you're probably right on that. You're probably right on that, for real. It's the thing where I feel like we have to give respect to the I mean, with consideration obviously to the boards that really act ruthless. You see how the Bayern Munich board acted, like to Nagelsmann, and Nagelsmann was not necessarily really horrible, but like there was like, this is not below par. We're not seeing belief from the players in the system. We're analyzing your system, and we're not seeing anything that's convincing us that you should stay. Even though you're not necessarily we're not like fourth. Anyway, so the whole point is Todd Boehly woke up and saw that the way the other boards are realizing, this is the way, this is how you move, this is the threshold. You have to be cutthroat if you're trying to make sure that you're staying on top. And he, unfortunately, Graham Potter, he should have stayed at Brighton. He should have stayed at Brighton in hindsight. It's one of those things where not every next opportunity that seems like it's dazzling is the best one for you. It's a lesson.
I got one for you.
Go ahead, Jay.
I'm Todd Boehly.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the players that I purchased.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at who's available. I'm going to go with the man, the myth, the legend, the enigma, special one. Ripping up trees at Roma with a very limited budget. Jose got shafted at Spurs. Absolutely shafted. That's been proven now. Like, Jose couldn't get a tune out of the Spurs players. I don't know if you ever watched the All or Nothing documentary on Amazon Prime, Jose and the Spurs players.
Yeah.
You watched it. It's epic.
Yeah.
So Conte couldn't get a tune out of it. So do you not think now that Jose, in the twilight of his career, he still has a point to prove? Hey, I'm still a special one. I'm still an elite manager, and I can still go and do it in the Premiership. So if I'm Todd Boehly, I'm sitting tight, seeing what Jose can do in Europa League between now and May.
Yeah.
Jose gets to semi-final, final Europa League. I'm pulling a trigger. Jose the third coming in Chelsea. And it'd be interesting. I know we've got no Chelsea fans watching, but if I was a Chelsea fan, I'd be like, right, get Josie in, get the man back, bring back the special one.
Yeah.
Where's my button? Like, where's my? Do you have any button there, Papi? Do you have any?
Jose is gonna be announced soon.
Oh,
like lads, here we go. I'm biased. Okay, I'm biased, right?
Yeah.
No, but you got a point.
I'm almost drawn to charismatic individuals. I'm drawn to
of course
males. All my friends are like me. They're of that nature. We're all big characters. Otherwise, we wouldn't get on. Hence why I was so against Solskjaer getting the management job at United, because not a character, no charisma, no balls, no, my phrase, particular fortitude. You're bringing Jose Mourinho back into that club. He'll put manners on the players, because he'd be like, so what have you won?
Yeah. What have you won? I'm just going to say...
I'm Jose. What have you won?
Exactly.
Show me a medal. Yeah. And who can... you all remember when he sat down
it was
the entire English media. And he went his famous speech on this is football heritage. You make quarter-final. You make league stage Champions League. This is football heritage. So he and your young fans, they just couldn't get that. He was telling the fans, this is where your club is. This is what your club has become. And when he came out with that statement, the football heritage statement, and subsequently saying that his biggest achievement in football was finishing second with the good
Right.
players he had at that time. And let's be
Yeah.
fair, we
And
had
we
some
laughed at him.
absolute charlatans playing for us then, led
Mhm.
by Paul Jogba in a dressing room.
Sure.
He gets second, all right? And the younger fans would just don't have enough maturity and real world experience to understand what the man is saying. So that's what I'm saying. And a few Chelsea fans think, yeah, fuck it, bring Jose back.
Yeah, we see. We see. Just want to say big up for Man United Mania for supporting the channel. Gotta shoot, guys. Have a good one. Thanks you, mate. And drink your sorrows away if you're in a pub, because we do understand if you do. Right, guys.